You ready, bud? You ready, Xander? Xander's with me here today. Xander's looking right at me. He's in the beanbag right next to me. And we are pumped. We are ready to be here. I am super, super honored and glad and excited to be here with you today. Welcome to Jesus Energy. First off, I get so excited and ramped up that I just want to jump into it. But welcome to Jesus Energy, where we move beyond beliefs and into embodying and emanating the healing, transformative, and loving frequency of Christ. In this space, we do everything we can to peel off the layers, the programming, the things, the stuff that have been added onto the teachings of Jesus, and do our best to peel them back and into embodying the original mission of Jesus. Today, I want to talk about spiritual bypassing and authentic positivity. I just had a pull to chat about this today. It's really important to me. I really want to talk about it. So, why does this matter? Spiritual bypassing, authentic positivity. Well, why does this matter? First of all, I think because spiritual bypassing drives all of us crazy. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It hurts, and we know that our body keeps the score. Right? I don't remember the author of that book. We can sense when someone is being authentically positive or when they are bypassing. So, what does each look like? How can we lean into being authentically positive and get away from spiritual bypassing? It's very common for people, for there to be this like desire to throw positivity onto something, or I'm just going to be straight up. For me, I was like in a lot of parts of Christianity, and I love Christianity. I think it's so beautiful. There is so much purpose for it in the world. I consider myself a Christian. I think it is absolutely beautiful and worthwhile and stunning. Also, there are some places in Christianity where I'm like, I can't even listen to you because I feel like you're like not being honest with me right now. And this is driving me crazy. Like red flag, like you're throwing a Bible verse over something, or like being hyper positive, or like saying just have faith. All the while someone's like soul is crumbling and they're having a really hard time. I'm like, that is not doing anything. It drives me crazy. And so funny. So I had Kim Isaac on. She is the most incredible, incredible teacher here in the Minnesota area. She's not my spiritual director anymore, sadly, but my cherished spiritual director and teacher for years. Still a teacher of mine. That's a whole tangent. But when I had her on Jesus Energy, and I was like, yes, this is the perfect opportunity to talk about spiritual bypassing and how awful it is and how nobody should do it. Because my point is, Kim is like the queen at teaching people to authentically understand their emotions, what's going on inside of their body. She teaches beautiful, beautiful work that's based on inner relationship focusing, which is this really compassionate way of listening to the body, making space for others to listen to the wisdom that comes from within as well. And the most beautiful, miraculous just teachings have come up for me personally. And I've witnessed other people have these incredible aha moments when they take time to listen to the emotions that are moving through their body. And there are like these gifts held from within there. And I'm like, we all need to do this. We all need to not bypass, and we need to listen to our bodies for wisdom. So I was like, Kim, tell us, why is I was basically like, why is spiritual bypassing so bad? Tell us all. I have my EP power that my daughter and I, it's our thing. I love it. It's like this tea thing that we get together. It's this one day a week is a special day where we go on a little date and go get it. And it's so fun. That's what, if you heard ice clinking, I'm not sure if I'm sharing the video of this or not, but that's what it was. So I was all ready for her to have the most incredible articulate examples of why spiritual bypassing is bad and nobody should ever do it. And then she was like, well, I need to find a clip of it. It was so beautiful. She was like, well, let's first back up. And she's the most gentle human, so intelligent and wise. Let's first back up and talk about what bypassing is. And she talks about the nervous system and how our bodies have this innate intelligence to protect ourselves and go into protection mode. And so sometimes things are genuinely maybe too painful for that moment. We don't have the time or the space to handle it in a moment. And so we do things that are considered bypassing, whether that be, the way we speak and that kind of spiritual bypassing language that I was mentioning, or whether that be numbing out in a variety of ways. And she's like, I'm more curious about why that person is going into bypassing and what their fear may be that their nervous system felt the need to go into this this behavior, this choice. I was like, well, I got schooled. Uh, you know, she's like, let's throw some compassion on it, not shame, shame people into ending bypassing. Oh, which I just thought was so ironic, and I enjoyed it to the nth degree. Bypassing, spiritual bypassing. So I would like to, oh, it's 2:22. I simply wanted to share with you today a couple of my favorite tangible practices for authentically moving through emotions and creating new neural pathways in the brain when we might be moving through a difficult emotion or an emotion that we would otherwise be inclined to bypass. So, this is a combination of inner relationship focusing, which I mentioned, which is this incredible, some people call it focusing. Eugene Gendlin, I think is how you pronounce it, is the original originator of it. And then I'm forgetting the other two incredible humans that I study that have done incredible, incredible work on it. Oh my goodness. Like I can see the work in my downloads, but I can't recall their names right now. But I'll tag those along with some other resources. Sincerely, the most incredible work that has introduced me to the inner workings of my soul and my spirit in such divine ways. And maybe this is annoying and off-putting, but yes, I think everybody needs to do it. No, not needs to, but just it's so fun, you guys. I absolutely love it. And then a little bit of internal family systems. I had the incredible, like one of my most cherished learning opportunities to learn under Frank Rogers, MD, PhD, MD. He's a very smart teacher of internal family systems. And I specifically studied internal family systems for spiritual direction from him and had the opportunity to practice that with some other incredible directees. And so that is the way I like to understand and talk about that practice is it's a way of understanding all of the parts of ourselves. You know, when we say like a part of me wanted to go to the party and a part of me wanted to stay home and rest. It's understanding all of the complex parts that make us who we are and learning and practicing living from the true self core of our being in alignment with Christ. So another thing that we studied, which was so fun, you guys, was like internal family systems from a like Christian perspective. Some people, you know, will say that it's not in alignment with Christianity. I think it is the most incredible way to align with compassion and calmness and curiosity and the beauty and the goodness of life. It's helped me live from a more like aware space. So to me, it's like so Jesus energy. And I can link, there's a couple, Frank Rogers' book on it is incredible. He has a new book coming out. And then there's another incredible one that I'll link in that is specifically like IFS from a Christian perspective and making like an argument for why it is Christian. It's really, really cool. So all that to say, let's get into a practice of embracing authentic positivity. And why does this matter? Well, for one, it's fun to be positive. It is. There's so much science and research that shows that we like magnetize the energy of our being. And so what we focus on grows, right? So when we're looking for good, we're more inclined to see good out in the world. It's genuinely just a fun way to live. So this is for our well-being. This is for our coming alive. This is for the power of now, right? As Eckhart Tolle would say, this is for embracing presence and coming alive to what is here and seeing the goodness in what is here. And I do genuinely think that there is still a fear around negative emotions. And what I love about Eugene Gendlin says that there are no bad feelings. Every feeling has potential energy for healing. There are no bad feelings. Every feeling has potential energy for healing. So it's so common to say, you know, like judgment is wrong. ego is wrong, fear, don't do it, shame is bad, and then so what that leads to is us bypassing them, jumping over them to try to get to a better feeling emotion, which is one way to do it. And also, like I said, our body keeps the score. We are made up of energy. Most often, if we aren't looking the feeling in the eyes and examining what it is here to tell us, it will get shoved down and compacted and pressed down into the energetic being of our physical body. It gets stored there until we're ready to acknowledge it one way or another. This is what I have come to know in my own life. So, one practice that we can do is when a bad feeling comes up, first of all, notice it. That's one thing that I do hear from people a lot. Like, how do you know what you're feeling? And so, truthfully, like practicing feeling what we're feeling, just set an alarm on our phone, or like every day when we hop in our car after the kids are out and it's just us, like, how am I feeling right now? Or if we have a strong interaction that brings up something intense, maybe that'll like wake us up a little bit, jar us awake a little bit. I'm like, oh, what is that feeling? And try to examine it. And then from there, this is my favorite acronym from internal family systems, FLAG, FLAG. That Frank Rogers taught us. Flag. Red flag, big emotion, red flag. What is this here to teach me? Red flag. F stands for fear. Is there a fear behind why I'm feeling this way? L, and we'll go through an example of this so it'll make more sense. L, is there a longing or an ache behind this anger that's coming up? No, a longing or a desire. I jumped ahead. Behind this anger that is coming up. Is there an ache hidden underneath this embarrassment? Is there a gift held from within this shame that I am feeling? So something that made me want to talk about this week is I had an experience of feeling, I can't quite name the feeling. And what I've learned from focusing is that it doesn't always matter. We don't have to put a specific name to it, because as we know, feelings can be a complex combination of feelings. So I felt something when I read some work online that felt like it felt like something that I had written. And years ago, and this person was getting a lot of acknowledgement for it, a lot of attention, and I felt something like anger, disappointment. There was some embarrassment in there, and a feeling of like, hey, and I don't think, and I know this person was not copying my work. I think that was a feeling of scarcity, like an ego feeling in me. This is really embarrassing to share this and a little bit raw. But a feeling of scarcity popped up in me because I know that this person writes about, like, we all write about similar things. We all inspire each other. And most of the time, like, I never think twice about things like this. But this time, an intense emotion arose from within me. And so I knew there's something here. There's something here that this is trying, that my soul, something in my spirit, maybe an angel pushing this toward me, getting it in my realm, that this God, source, love, all things good, pushing through all of life is trying to be like, hey, Kate, you need to examine this. There's something here for you. So I tried to sit with these feelings. I don't remember if I was on a walk or in the car. And I was like, okay, something that I was feeling, a mixture of scarcity and disappointment and embarrassment and a little ticked offness and some other weird things in there. Why are you here? What are you here to teach me right now? What are you here to tell me? Flag, red flag. Is there a fear coming up? Is there a longing or an ache held within this something that I'm feeling? Is there a gift hidden in here that I am being asked to open, dissect, peel back? So before we rush to the gift or the longing or the ache or the fear, we sit with the feeling. We sit with it. We look it in the eyes and we feel it. For me, I can sense right now this coming up. I'm holding my hands like almost like I'm holding a ball, but I kind of hold the basketball like a dork, like a beach ball, like round. I don't know, like in my tummy. Actually, kind of like if I were pregnant and I'm holding the sides of my belly, protecting it. Wow, that's actually really interesting that that's what's coming up, because that actually makes me want to cry. I didn't see where this is going. And this is the beauty of focusing. I never see it coming, and then it comes and it hits me in the face with beauty. So our ovaries, that area is connected with creation and feeling like I can create what we want to create in this world. I'm sitting with that, and I'm not going to rush it away. I'm going to feel what that feels like. I'm going to meet it. I'm going to be here with it and say, I see you. I see that there might be a fear that you can't create what you've been called to create in this world, that you're hitting a block. There's a deep longing in you to create. Okay, sorry. Oh, Hufflepuffle. I don't know what that means, but sorry if this is like secondhand embarrassment for you listening. I have a sip of my tea, but truly, I think it's so beautiful. So I'm sitting. So normally, there is solo focusing, and this is why I like focusing with someone else, because they help to hold the space and keep me in the moment, even if it's uncomfortable. There's something about the presence of the other person that feels like prayerful encouragement to stay with it. Oh, pause just a second. Sorry, I have a timer going off. Good boy, Zundi. It's gonna turn off the timer. You can stay there. Stop. Okay, turned off the timer. So there we were. Where were we? Holding my beach ball, non-pregnant, pregnant belly creation. What do you? So there's this fear that I can't create what I want to create in the world. I might be hitting a block. Is there an ache that you're wanting to tell me? I think it might be something about following through in small ways, showing up for myself in small ways, continuing on a path in small ways. Is there a longing or a desire? Yeah, and I kind of feel or sense like a dance, a movement, this kind of arm movement. I'm seeing this really interesting movement that's hard to put words to, that almost looks like I'm making waves with my hands. And again, I'm not judge. When I'm with just myself and a listening person, I sometimes feel a temptation to judge myself or be like, oh, that's really silly. That's really stupid. But that's the beautiful part of this practice, is like we invite all of that programming and conditioning of our day-to-day lives, of the real world, quote unquote, to fall aside and to trust that what we're seeing is beautiful and has a purpose to share. So I'm seeing this kind of, it's like a making space. It's like standing from within this like pregnant belly, and someone just like gently creating more space somehow. It almost doesn't make sense. It's very dreamlike, and it's really lovely. It's just this really gentle, there's this longing, there's this desire to continue to make space. Make space for creation, make space for myself to be seen and for others to be seen, to just be fully seen with each other. It almost, now it's thinking like a thinning of a veil, a thinning of like what keeps us apart. An ache, yearning for more baby steps, just continuing on, daily showing up for myself, and a gift. Is there a gift from within this? I just hear deep connectedness. And I practice this a lot for a number of years now. And so the biggest thing is to, like, we hear things. I've never met with someone that doesn't have things come to their mind, doesn't have a vision. The only thing that's blocking us is our own trust with ourselves and judgment. So it's a beautiful, beautiful practice to increase in self-trust. Ultimately, this is bringing me to a sense of deep connectedness with, this other writer, like we're very connected is kind of what I'm hearing. We're very, very connected, and we'll help each other in like parallel ways. And I've heard many times, like we often all hear really similar ideas, like when there's like these ideas floating around, and we can like hear this. Might sound strange, maybe not, but like hear each other's ideas. What am I trying to say? There's collective energies that we're all moving through at the same time. And when we're aware and we're sensitive and in tune, we hear similar things. We all, it's really beautiful. It's part of the collective and divine connectedness and how we are made. So this first practice, and I hope this doesn't come off as like intimidating, but really the biggest thing is like, can we pause for a moment what did that take me? Like 5 minutes? And that was like really drawn out. Like I usually don't do that much. If we do have 5, 10 minutes, that's great. If not, even just like a few minutes, like why can we not give ourselves a few minutes to move through our emotions authentically? Another practice. So can we say, what am I feeling right now? What is this feeling here to teach me? Is there a fear behind this anger? Is there a longing or desire behind this embarrassment? Is there an ache behind this shame? Is there a gift held from within this something that I'm feeling right now? But again, not to rush there, not to push there. First, we feel the feeling, we feel it in our body, and we look into it. We say, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing me what is longing to be held in compassion between myself and God. And so that's kind of one offering. And the more we do it, the more it comes natural. And it's truly, truly beautiful. Like I wasn't expecting that emotional, sacred, holy release of the tears just now. And I very much appreciate it. And now I like really, really am grateful that I listened to the calling to do this. And I'm really, really grateful for that emotion that wasn't feeling good earlier. I'm grateful for the gift that it offered me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, does that feel authentic to you? Does that feel like an honoring of the intense emotion? And it's truly, 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 sincerely like you are intuitive, you are wise, you know what you're going through. Like this might not be for you, this might not be for every emotion, every feeling. But maybe you feel called to this. Maybe you feel called to practice this, to learn more about this and to tend to yourself and your being and your emotions and your body in this way for a practice of companioning living from within our true self core of our being and being at peace from within our body. One other practice that I absolutely love is so once I've acknowledged the feeling, felt the feeling, and looked for a gift from within it, another way to create some positive neural pathways in a very authentic, positive way is to, I want to say, well, earlier I was thinking 7 things, but now I'm thinking even like 2 or 3. So I'll let you be the judge there. I think I'm going to go with 2 or 3 right now. Find 2 or 3 like positive, 2 or 3 life giving things that came from this negative something emotion. For me, I was going through this earlier. And for me, what comes up right away is this is helping me root to boldness and confidence more because I started to feel disappointment in myself and shame in myself for not more boldly putting myself out there and being like, Kate, why didn't you own that? Like you were so bashful about your work that you shared when all you're trying to do is be of service and use your voice for good. Like, why were you so afraid? And I started to really shame myself, put myself down when thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you that this is happening, this is rising up because I see now how I was timid and I am being invited into sharing more confidently. And that's a really great thing. Everybody's voice has such a purpose and I don't want to say should, but it's a beautiful thing when people share with confidence. Like, I don't need to be bashful about things that I'm saying. You don't need to hold back from your self expression. You are doing so much good in the world. Like, why is there like a bashfulness around it? So many women that I talk to, we move through throat chakra inhibitions, sharing our voice, fearful of sharing what we think, holding back in self expression out of fear of being judged or not enough or disruptive, And so there was something about this small interaction, this small something, this annoyance or whatever it was, that's like helping me root to my voice more deeply. That's one good thing. Another good thing is, I think, again, that connectedness. Like, we're on the same page, and that's amazing. I love that. Evaluating if that's like authentic. What's another one? I don't know. Is that enough for now? I know, always one more when it feels like I can't do another one. Always try one more positive. Something I was thinking about earlier is as I'm writing and writing my book, I really want to do my best to like honor my teachers. This was like a small reminder for me to be like, really honor the people that have taught me things. How important that is. And again, and I say this person wasn't stealing my stuff. And this is like really embarrassing to share. And I was like, do I even share this? But it wasn't that. It was just, however I got here, it was a beautiful reminder for me to do my best, to honor, to cite, to give like credit where credit's due to other writers that are sharing their ideas so vulnerably with the world. And I can always do that better. So that's that. How does that feel? So feeling our emotions, I'm like tired now, dude. I feel like that like took something out of me to process that emotion. So I'm going to be gentle with myself. I'm going to have grace. I feel a little vulnerable and also really, really grateful to be here. I just really sincerely pray that this is of service to you, that this helps us have compassion on spiritual bypassing and compassion on ourselves and emotions that come up throughout the day. And I hope that in some small way, this helps us connect more deeply with the unique and divine and incredible ways we have been created. Because there is so much wisdom waiting from within us that God gifts to us. And no, I just want, like, you know more than you think you do. Like, you are really, really flippin' wise and are just this stunning bouquet of flowers in bloom at all times, just ready and waiting to share. There's this goodness ready and waiting to share your unique amazingness with the world. I hope that this helps us, just a small reminder that every feeling has potential energy for healing when we give it space and time to bloom. So that is that. What are some other ways? Are you going to maybe journal this week and see what comes up, how you're feeling, or try a sit in silence practice? I could open up a couple spiritual companioning spaces if that's calling to you this spring to listen, be a space and a listening ear for you. And we could practice this together. If that feels calling to you, I would be honored to make a space for that. So, yeah, that is all. One hand on our heart, one hand on our guts. We are made in the image of God. We are children of God. We are royalty. Making space for Source to move in and through us brings heaven more to earth as we breathe every breath. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May God shine his face upon you and give you peace. I pray that you sense and feel and experience the energy of Jesus at some point here this morning in a miraculous way today in your day. Amen and amen. Blessings to you and your day and your week ahead.